Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, everybody's enjoying their Sunday. Happy football Sunday. All right. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot of NFL games. There's already been a couple of NFL games. Welcome to the first official Week 1 Sunday Football 2025 season. What is going on, everybody? Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We got the series finale today between the Blue Jays and Yankees. Yankees won yesterday's game 3-1. A very low-scoring game. It was a long one because of the rain delay. Luis Hill was able to hold his own. Despite giving up 4 walks, he struck out 1, only gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run. So, still a good start despite giving up the 4 walks. He went 6 innings. First time this season he's pitched 6 innings. So he hasn't gone over 5 at all yet up until yesterday's start. I know the offense for the Yankees, right, has been invisible, right, with Friday's loss and then the win yesterday. But at the same time, Toronto's offense was invisible yesterday as well. So good job to the Yankees for bouncing back. I'll be honest, yesterday's game I was a little worried about. I was definitely a little bit worried about it just because we weren't sure. At least I wasn't sure what version of Luis Hill we were going to get. But Luis Hill was able to come through, and he did everything he possibly can for this team to help them win. And Austin Wells, 2 sac flies, gets a run on both. He had 2 RBIs, and then your other RBI was from Jason Dominguez. So it was that kind of game, folks. It was that kind of game, but it's baseball. You never know what's going to happen. The Yankees are 2 games behind the Blue Jays right now in the division. Of course, Boston lost yesterday. Boston Red Sox lost to the Diamondbacks. So the Yankees are a game and a half, I believe, in ahead of Boston in the wild card. So the Yankees are still holding on to that final wild card spot. We have 20 games left, folks. 20 freaking games. Can you believe it? These 20 games are gonna be crazy. Like it's just gonna be. I feel like every game, even against the teams that are not so great, are going to be nail biters, because even the teams that are not going to that have no chance of making it to the postseason, they're still going to put up a fight. They're still going to try and win games. I mean, after all, they're professional ball players. This is what they're going to do. They're still going to compete, regardless of making it to the postseason or not. And that AL wild card is crazy because Seattle's still holding on to that final spot. But you also have the Texas Rangers, Kansas City Royals, Tampa Bay Rays. You got a few teams really that are so close to trying to get that final wild card spot, trying to take it away from Seattle. So, it's anything is possible in these next 20 games. There's going to be we might see some surprises. So hang on to your seats, folks. Let's see what happens again in these next 20 games. But as far as today goes, the Yankees have a series finale against the Toronto Blue Jays. So let's see what they do this afternoon. It's going to be Max Scherzer versus Max Fried. It's going to be the battle of the Maxes. So let's see which Max is going to come out with a win or come out more successful. Yankees have done pretty well against Max Scherzer historically. Fried's last few starts, he's looked really good. He's starting to look more comfortable on the mound, starting to look like the ace that we all knew that we've seen, at least in the first half of the season. I know the second half has been a bit of a struggle for Max Fried, but it looks like he went back to his old self. Again, last 3 games, he's looked more comfortable. I know his last start against the Blue Jays wasn't exactly the greatest. He did struggle mightily against the Blue Jays. Again, the Blue Jays are a good team. They got a good lineup. Guys could hit. They make opposing pitchers work. They make opposing pitchers throw more pitches than they need to. But that's just what they do. I mean, it's just, we give credit where credit is due. But hopefully Fried has a better start this time around. Again, his last start against Houston was a really good one. That was a game that the Yankees won. But that start was a good outing from him. That we need, you needed that outing from him. And I'll say I know I said this yesterday when I went live after the game, a couple of hours after the game. He pitched well against the Red Sox in that series. The Yankees did end up losing that game, but it was encouraging to see Max Fried come out the way he did in that Boston game. But that Houston Astros game was another very encouraging start. So I have hopes for him today. I think he's going to do well today, but it's going to be a tough one, no doubt. But let me say what's up to the chat. Let's say what's up to the chat. Let's see who is in the building. John K. first in the building. What is going on? Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? What's up, Giku? What is going on? We got John the Beagle Dad. Who else we got in the building? We got Railbird. What is up? Dev Finch. What is up? Jonathan, how are you? Chua, what's going on? How are you? Yes, I know a couple of people mentioned the tarp is on the field. I don't know. Is there going to be a delay? There hasn't been anything said officially, but, tarp is on the field. I know it's raining in New York. So, we'll see if there's like any sort of announcement. Stephen B, what is going on? How are you? Victor, what is going on? How are you? Shout out to the folks in the chat. I appreciate you all joining me on this Sunday morning. I'm going to keep the pregame fairly, shorter than normal, right? I know usually I go over an hour, but I'm trying to keep it under that because I know pregame started at 12:30. So game's supposed to start at 1:35. However, again, I know there's a tarp on the field, so maybe there will be a delay. So there will be a late start to the game, but we'll see what happens. But let me know in the poll too, folks. Let me know in the poll how you all are feeling about tonight. Today's game. Looks like so far 10 votes, and 90% of you so far are saying that the Yankees are going to get the series win. It would be huge if they get the series win. It would be a big deal, especially against the Blue Jays, who have been owning the Yankees this season. Unfortunately, it pains me to say that, but they've had a lot of success against the Yankees this season. Yankees have struggled mightily against the Blue Jays. They struggled mightily against the Red Sox. Against the AL East, they just haven't had a lot of success. So let's see how the series finale plays out. Hopefully it plays out with a series win. And then after that, the Yankees have a day off tomorrow, and then the Detroit Tigers come into town. And that'll be another 3-game set. The pitching probables came out for that. Let me just pull up the pitching probables for that game real quick. I know it's been tweeted out, so let me make a mention of that. And we'll talk about the lineup for today's game, and we'll get into the predictions. We'll get into the fun stuff. So, Yankees Tigers probables: Will Warren versus Casey Mize, Carlos Rodon versus Jack Flaherty, and then it's Cam Schlittler versus to be determined. So we know that Tarek Skubal pitched yesterday for the Tigers. So will he pitch on short rest, or who are they going to put in? We don't know. But of course, the pitching matchups are going to be very interesting. It's going to be competitive. So, hopefully the Yankees have a good outcome against the Tigers. Susan Glaber is going to be looking for revenge, So, welcome back, Glaber. Hopefully when his name gets announced, I think when his name gets announced, when they call his name, I think he'll be applauded. Sorry about that. I had to mute. I wanted to mute my mic. Thought a sneeze was coming, but apparently not. Just wanted to tease me. But here we are. All right, one more piece of news. Aaron Judge will be in right field. Okay, we'll talk about the lineup. And there's some news about Paul Goldschmidt. So Paul Goldschmidt is dealing with a bone bruise on his knee. He was only available in an emergency yesterday. The Yankees sent him for tests, and it said the test came back clean. So at least he's fine. He's healthy. We definitely need him to be healthy. We can't afford injuries right now. So at least the team is healthy to fully mostly healthy. So let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, Susan. I like Glaber too. I did. I like Glaber Torres. I did, but last season was kind of was a stressful one, especially at him at second base. I know folks. There was a lot of people, including myself, that got pretty frustrated with him defensively. And his bat was struggling there for a little bit, in the beginning of the season, although he turned it around. And I always liked Glaber Torres. I always thought he was a solid player, but I just knew, like, the after last year, I just knew the Yankees weren't going to sign him back, and ultimately he ended up with the Tigers. Wherever he may end up, I always, I'm gonna wish him well. I liked Glaber. I did. Oh, trust me, Chua. I'll be cheering for the Orioles when they play against the Blue Jays. You better believe that. So that's not going to be a problem. And Peanut, what's up, Peanut? How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Let's get into the lineup. Let's talk about today's lineup. Some of you are going to be happy with it. Well, I think a lot of you are going to be unhappy with it. What am I talking about? Let's be honest. But this is the lineup for both teams. So, starting lineup for both teams is Blue Jays lineup. George Springer leading off, playing right field. Schneider is batting second. He'll be playing second base. Sorry. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will be DHing in today's game. He'll be batting third. Alejandro Kirk will be batting cleanup. He'll be at the dish. Ernie Clement will be at shortstop, batting fifth. France will be batting sixth. He'll be playing first base. IKF, former New York Yankee, back with the Blue Jays. He will be playing third base, batting seventh. Nathan Lucas will be batting eighth, playing left field. Miles Straw is in the lineup, batting ninth, playing center field. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Blue Jays. He'll be batting. He'll be pitching for the Blue Jays. He's 5-2, 4.11 ERA. So that's what we got for the lineup. What's up, Cecilia? Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. I think everybody hates you. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, Bichette's not in the lineup for them. Yeah, Bichette's not in there. Addison Barger's not in there. So a couple of guys not in the lineup. So that's what we got. What's up, Pixelmon? Did the Yankees at least put a claim on IKF? The Jays got him for nothing. I mean, I don't think they did, honestly, just because there was really no need for IKF, and that's my take on it. And Victor says, funny, everyone is starting to perform except Volpe. Even Wells and McMahon are starting to heat up. Yeah, Wells and McMahon have been, they've been starting to heat up definitely. So, they've been a little bit better. Volpe, Volpe's Volpe. I mean, I've already accepted what I needed when it comes to Anthony Volpe. So I'm not gonna stress it anymore, because really it's not gonna do me any good personally. Again, if you all want to vent your frustrations, by all means, that's why you're here, so you can vent your frustrations about any player. So by all means. But Yankees starting lineup, folks. Grisham leading off, playing center field. Judge is batting second, playing right field. Bellinger is batting third, playing left field. Ben Rice is batting cleanup. He'll be at first base. Giancarlo Stanton's batting fifth. He'll be DHing. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting sixth. He'll be playing second base. Wells will be at the dish. Austin Wells. He'll be batting seventh. Anthony Volpe in the lineup. He'll be batting eighth, playing shortstop. Ryan McMahon batting ninth. He'll be playing third base. Max Fried on the mound. 15-5 record. ERA just a little below 3, 2.98 ERA. So, Max Fried, like I was saying, last few starts looking a lot more comfortable out there, looking like his old self. So, that's what we need. That's what we want. Pixelmon says Fireside Yankees had a good take on Volpe. They think if Volpe was at least 2024 with Volpe, then we'd be in first place. Possibly, right? It's hard to predict that, and the guys over there at Fireside Yankees, shout out to those guys. They're a good channel. They know their stuff. Ryan over there does a really good job covering the Yankees, but I've had an interaction with him one time on Jason from 161's channel. We were live together with Jason, and Hector was on that show too. But we'd be in first place. That's a prediction. It's hard to say, man, because the Yankees were also dealing with injuries at the time, and I'm not excusing Anthony Volpe or anything like that, but the whole team was bad during that time. So it's not like everybody. It's not like it was just Volpe that was bad. The entire team was bad. I mean, you look back at the months of June and July. The team had bad records, and the team was at one point they were in first place, and then they just collapsed. They collapsed, and they fell out of first place at one point. Everybody was even wondering if the Yankees were going to make it to the playoffs. I mean, again, I don't know if Volpe, was as good. If he was as good as 2024, would they be in first place? That's hard to say, man. But if that's their take, for sure, I respect their take. But I don't. For me, it's just we don't know that. It's really hard to predict whether or not the Yankees would be in first place. That's my take, at least. But hey, we all have our own opinions. No, Chua, I'm not sick, man. I'm not sick. I just need to. I don't know. I've just been. My nose has been a little runny, but I'm not sick. I'm not sick. If I was sick, trust me, I would not be doing the stream right now. I'd be in bed and just trying to rest. But trust me, I know when I'm sick. Susan says, I read an article where CC was defending Volpe, saying fans aren't fair and not giving Volpe a chance. Can't say I agree. Look, I'm not going to say nothing bad about CC Sabathia just because it is CC Sabathia. It is CC Sabathia. You know what I mean? I appreciate what he says. Now, when it comes to Anthony Volpe, listen, I'll speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody else. I gave Volpe I feel like I gave Volpe a fair shot. You know what I mean? I have given him a chance. I've already accepted what I need in my eyes, as what the kind of player Anthony Volpe is. And it's one of those things where you're not going to. To me, I haven't seen a level of consistency. When he's on his game, he's on his game. But a lot of times, he's not on his game, and it's just he can be better. He can be a lot better than what he is. And I know he could be a lot better. I root for the guy. I'm always rooting for him. But, I'm not, it's not like whenever he comes up to bat, I'm just like, okay, I want this guy to fail. Like, no, I want him to produce. But, I don't know. He's just not producing on a consistent level. And, it's frustrating. It is frustrating, but I still want him to play well. I still wish him success, but again, he needs to show it. Yeah, I mean, Devin Williams definitely was a contributor to the Yankees' struggles, but again, the whole team was, man. the whole team. I can't just blame one single player, but the whole team was failing big time, especially during June and July. What's up, Dan? He says Devin should be left off the playoff roster. I mean, if he was left off, you're not going to see me cry about it. So I'm cool with that. And yes, CC is being honored today. So Yankees fans were encouraging fans to show up early for the ceremony for CC Sabathia, which rightfully deserved. Man, again, CC Sabathia was always that dog on the team. I mean, he knew what it was like to be a Yankee. CC was a phenomenal player, phenomenal pitcher. Loved having him on the team. Even despite the struggles he went through a lot of adversity, but he still managed to come out of it. So, very happy for him. I was always a big CC Sabathia fan. So, yeah, no complaints about CC. But let's get into these predictions. Let's talk predictions, folks. So let's talk these predictions. Let's talk Max Fried. Let's talk about Max Fried. What does Max Fried do today? Now, again, in his last start against the Blue Jays, really, he did struggle. And what do we got for Max Fried? Let's talk Max Fried. How many innings? How many strikeouts? How many walks? How many runs does he give up? What are you all thinking for Max Fried? Let's see the predictions for Max. So let's see the predictions for Max Fried. Let's see what you all think, and drop your comments. Drop your comments. So let me see this. Let me see where we're at with the votes. So it looks like 21 votes and 76% of you said a series win. You responded to the Dodgers-Orioles ban to the chat. Dodgers losing and blowing the no-hitter in the Orioles. I know I need to put my nah, you're good. You're good. Pixelmon says 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. Of course, you would hope for that. Max is going 9 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 10 strikeouts, 1 walk. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. He gives up a couple of home runs. 6 innings, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 runs. 7, 2 runs, 6 Ks. Yeah, my prediction for Max, honestly, I see him. I'm going to say 6 innings. I think I see him going 6 innings. I'll give him 6 innings. 6 innings. I'm going to say 3. I'll say 3 runs. I think he'll have 6 strikeouts. 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. 6 innings, 3 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. That is going to be my prediction for Max Fried. That's what I have in mind. And Jockey Boy, feel free to drop your prediction for Max Scherzer there, dude, by all means. But let's see some more predictions for Max Fried, and then we'll move on to the next. Max goes 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Cecilia says 6 1/3, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 earned runs. Snell is going 8 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 13 Ks. They won 10-2. That's a pretty bold prediction there, Snell. Chua is going 7 innings, 1 run, 10 strikeouts. Pixelmon's going 7 innings pitched, no earned runs, 9 Ks. Volpe with 3 double plays or 3 errors. 2 runs from Dave. Okay. Well, I have a feeling Jay's going to chase Fried off the mound like Cam. Okay. Understood. But yeah, let's see how Fried does, man. Let's see how Fried does. Again, his last few starts have been really encouraging. Silogasm says Fried is pitching a no-hitter today. Boy, that would be freaking huge, but I don't see that happening personally. But all right, let's get into double plays. Let's talk double plays real quick. What do we got for double plays? How many double plays are the Yankees going to hit into? Let's see the double play predictions. Oh, in Furnace, my man, what's going on, dude? You have a fight this month, don't you? What's the date again? 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 earned runs. And Furnace says 3 double plays. Stephen B says 2 double plays, all from Volpe. Yeah, you know what? Double plays today. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 1 double play. I'm sticking with 1. Dave is going 1. Volpe, and surprise Volpe. Susan's sticking with her usual, so she's going 3 double plays for Volpe. Was it really raining yesterday? Or was it a certain Big G hater crying because he was still on our roster? I mean, it was really raining, but the hate is never going to end. I don't like. Yeah, but Jockey says I don't like Bo isn't in the lineup, but I am sure his shin is sore. I see. Yeah. Chua says, do you think someone will drive CC to the ballpark on the Chevrolet? I have no idea. Cecilia says only 1 double play. Yankees want the series. Yeah. Victor's saying 1 and they turn 3. In Furnace, what up? They didn't make it on the card, dropped 185. They couldn't find anyone at that way, so they said go up. Yeah, I don't blame you for not going up, dude. Because the more you go up in weight, the obviously the bigger those boys are going to be, and the harder they're going to hit. So I don't blame you, man. I'm sorry you couldn't get on the card. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry you didn't get on the card. You worked all that hard too, man. Put in the work for during training camp, and not coming through. But hey, man, it happens, dude. It happens. You'll get your fight if you decide you want to step in the ring. You know what I mean? Jockey Boy saying Yankees turn 2 double plays. Okay. Yeah, that Karen at that Phillies game, what a pathetic human being. I'm not going to even entertain that conversation respectfully just because just people like that, I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. That lady's an embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. True says 2 double play by Wells. All right. Yeah, by all means, hit it hard, dude. By all means. So, what's up, Petruzzi? What's going on, buddy? What's going on? All right, we talked about double plays. Let's get into the Silogasm says Josh hits 5 homers. Let's talk about the homers. Yeah, let's talk about the homers. Who's going to hit a homer for the Yankees? Who will hit a home run for the Yankees? Let's see the home run predictions. Jake says, all I know is if the Yankees lose today, at least football season's underway. Yeah, football season. So a bunch of games starting right now. So for all my football fans. Susan says Big G is hitting a home run. Ben Rice hits the lone homer, is what Pixelmon is saying. Yeah, let's see those home run predictions. Judge and Bellinger from Jonathan, Belly, Judge and Wells, Stanton, McMahon, Wells, Judge, Rice, and Belly. Yeah, you and me both, Susan. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say, let's see, home run predictions. I'll say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to say Big G, Judge, and Big G, Judge, and Jazz. Those are going to be my three. You know what? I know I'm going to have people come after me, but hey, you know what? I say bring it. Volpe is going to be my sleeper. Volpe and Grisham are going to be my sleepers. Yeah, I said it, man. Stanton, Rice, Bellinger, sleeper, Wells and Jazz, maybe Volpe, Sunil says. Judge, Jazz, and Stanton. Stephen B says Stanton. Cecilia says Big G, Belly, Judge, and Rice. Dark horses, Grish. Okay. Jazz has to think before he tries to steal. Yeah. But yeah, those are gonna be my picks for home runs. So yeah, what did I say? I said Judge, Jazz, and Big G. My sleepers are going to be Grisham and Anthony Volpe. So yeah, I usually don't pick Volpe for home run predictions, but you know that's what I'm doing. Cold Italian pizza. How you doing? A series win would be huge, NFL. It would be, man. It'd be big. It'd be big. It would be a huge thing, man. A lot of fans thought that the Yankees were going to get swept. Yeah, I don't have Yes Network. I just wait for Yankees to post something on their Twitter page or X page to see if there's going to be a delay. I know that Tarp is on the field, so there could be a delay. You know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, any other home run predictions? Drop your home run predictions. Drop your home run predictions. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Let me know what you all are thinking for home runs. But I got mine. Yeah, that's what WFAN Facebook said. Yeah, well, you know, you listen to them. They're going to give you a lot of wrong information. All right, let's get it. Let's talk score predictions, people. What do we got for scores? The only delay is the CC ceremony. Got it. Victor says Springer goes yard. That's always a possibility. But let's see everybody's score predictions. What's the score predictions going to be? Let's see everybody's score predictions. I don't know. Yesterday's game was a low-scoring game. Friday night's game was a freaking disgrace. I don't know. Today's game is going to be interesting. It really is. Good idea, Susan. Jockey's saying 4-3 Jays. Jonathan's going 6-5. Sherry says 8-3 Yanks. Wow, Sherry. I'm very surprised at your prediction. 9-1 from Silo. 5-3 from Susan. 5-2 from Victor. Cecilia's going 6-4. Ceremony starts now. Is the tarp still on the field there, Jonathan? So 6-4, 5-3, 5-2, 9-1, 8-3. So we got a mix of scores here. 4-3. Sherry says pitching. Yeah, understood. It's not on the field? Okay. So I'm assuming it's not raining at the stadium. 6-4 from Dave. 5-2 from Stephen B. Yeah, I'm going to stick with light rain. Okay, got it. Clouds, no rain. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming the game is probably going to start on time then. Yeah, my score predictions. You know what? I'm gonna go 5-4. I'm gonna go 5-4. That's gonna be my prediction. So 5-4 is my prediction. Let me know let me know if there's any other score predictions. If not, we'll move on. We'll move on to food. Cold Italian Pizza says Free does his thing. Yankees go 6-3. Okay. Sherry's asking if Bo was hurt. Yeah, somebody, I think it was Jockey Boy that said that his knee was injured or something. So Chua's saying 6-4 Yankees. Okay. Yeah, just out of the lineup for a day. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he hurt earlier this season and he missed some time as well? Yeah, he's going to be a free agent for you guys. I wonder what Blue Jays fans are thinking. Do Blue Jays fans want him back, or what's going to how are Blue Jays fans feeling about Bo Bichette? Jay's definitely done roasted. We'll see. All right. Everyone, okay. We want to, okay. Hell yeah, keep. Okay, so you all, both Sherry and Jockey Boy, saying to bring him back. Yeah, I think he should be. I mean, Blue Jays fans should want him back, honestly. Cold Italian Pizza saying, do we catch Scooble coming up? Well, Scooble pitched yesterday. Thursday's game is for the Tigers is to be determined. Got to wonder if the Tigers, put him out there on short rest but it's to be determined there, Cold Italian. But the pitching matchups for that game, let me pull it up here real quick. For that series, should I say, for the Tiger series. So Tuesday is going to be Will Warren versus Casey Mize. Wednesday will be Carlos Rodon versus Jack Flaherty. Thursday is going to be Cam Schlittler versus to be determined. So I don't know. Yeah, for sure, Jockey. But you got to wonder. What kind of money he wants, what kind of money he's looking for, because they signed Vlad to that big extension. So, gotcha, Sherry. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let's talk about the last thing, and then we'll close it out. Let's talk food. What's everybody doing for? Did you all have a late breakfast? Are you all full from breakfast? Did you even have breakfast? Are you all having lunch? Like what or brunch? What's the deal? For sure. What kind of so let me ask you, Jockey and Sherry, like what kind of money do you think will be offered? Like what do you think his contract might look like? Dev is saying pizza and wings. Yeah, let's see what's everybody eating. Silogasm hasn't eaten yet. Yeah, I feel that. I just had some like fruit this morning. I can't really like eat first thing when I wake up, man. I gotta wait a little bit. Dunkin' Donuts, coffee, donuts, and a wrap. Yeah, I've been on the road for 3 hours. Yeah, I heard that. 300 million for Bo? For real? Dang. Uh, 6 to 7 years, 30 million a year at least. Wow. 30 million, really? Interesting. Okay. But yeah, let's see the food comments, people. What's everybody eating? What's everybody going to have? Bo tore his ACL. No, I think he has his knee is a problem, but I don't think he tore his ACL. Vlad set the bar. Yeah, he did. Yeah, 28 a year. I could potentially see that. I think 30 is a little steep for him, in my opinion. I'm not taking anything away um I'm not taking anything away from Bo. Yeah, indeed, Susan. Money talks at the end of the day. Yeah, Lourdes from the Diamondbacks tore his ACL. Yeah, he's cooked for the season, and then some. So he's gonna miss a lot of time. All right, Victor, coffee, diamonds, and 420. Yeah, nice. What else we got, people? What else we got for food comments? I'll stay on for a few more minutes, then I'll close it out. Like I said, this live stream is going to be a little shorter than normal since I started. I started about 12:30. Game starts at 1:35, right? So I'm assuming there's probably not going to be any delays. If there was, they would have said something by now. Game time is at 1:35. CC riding around the stadium with Andy Pettit. Oh, nice. Yeah, Pettit was the man. Light lunch, egg salad sandwich, lamb chop for dinner. Ooh, nice. Nice, Dave. Yeah, Stephen B, I think so too, assuming he opts out. Like a puck to the shin. Ooh, yeah. Broccoli and shrimp, onion with rice. Nice. What else is on the menu, folks? Let's see the menu. Or are you all snacking on anything for the game? I don't know yet, jockey boy. I don't know yet, man. I'm not sure. I got to figure something out though. Maybe something small. Coffee so far. My Niners play at 1 for sure. So that's who are the Niners playing, Cecilia? She's thinking pizza and wings for lunch. Not a bad thing. Pizza's always a go to. I mean, I might do pizza. We'll see. I agree, Dave. Cauliflower soup, homemade, nice. Corned beef Sammy's what you want. Oh, Seahawks. Okay, so it's a NFC West showdown. Okay, nice. So after 7, have to pick up 3 dogs from hotel. Long day. Yeah, I heard that, Stephen B. Just be safe out there. You're not driving, are you? Like you're in passenger. I'm assuming you're in the passenger seat, texting. I don't want you texting and driving. I don't want anybody texting and driving. If you're driving, don't comment. Please don't comment. Sherry says, "Go Packers." Okay, we got a Packers fan in the house. I got Packers fans, 49ers, Cowboys, Giants. Okay, you're in the passenger seat. Cool. All right, good. Yeah, I always tell people because people are just like, oh, hey, I'm about to drive. I'm on the road. It's like, all right, well, don't text and drive. Do not comment. Focus on the freaking road. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Oh, yeah, we got a Buccaneers fan, right? Victor's a Bucs fan for sure. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, folks, I'm going to slowly close things out here. I'm going to slowly end the streams, but I do appreciate every single one of you tuning in this morning. I know it's an early one for some of you, but greatly appreciate you all taking the time out to come in and hang out for the morning, for your Sunday morning pregame. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and happy Sunday football. Happy football season. So let's see what this NFL season brings us. I think it's gonna be a very interesting season for football. And Cecilia says, "I love this electric NFL fan base for sure. May the best team win, indeed. But let's see what the Yankees do. Let's see what happens. And appreciate you all tuning in. All right, make sure you all hit the like button. All right, let's get those likes up. Out of curiosity, let's see how many likes I have right now. Let's see how many likes I got right now. I'm just curious. Let's check that. Like what? Likes? Yeah, 24 likes. 26 likes. If you could get to 30 likes, cool. If not, it's all good. I know it's Sunday, and I know people are tuning into football. But I'll see you all here in about 10 minutes. Thank you all very much for tuning in. You guys and gals are the best. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. And as always, let's go Yankees. I'll see you all in 10. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. And we'll see you all soon. We out.